of your kitty?
We sent a few, and it was on the very first email, and I didn't want to spam you. We actually sent probably like 8.
I'll send it.
Because I went back through, I knew it, and I went back through my emails to find it, and it is like not.
Okay, I'm going to send some right now while we're on the phone, if that's okay.
They're awesome. And remind me the magic kitty's name.
Well, here's the thing. We had him a year and a half, and a name never really stuck. It was the weirdest thing. So he went by a lot of different names. Yeah, he was really picky. But we ended up on his tag, it said Scandal, but he had some other names. But Scandal was kind of on his name tag.
Scandal?
Yes.
Here, let me send you a list.
Love that. That is hysterical.
That's him.
But the fact that a name never stuck.
Yeah.
Is because because his energy came in loud and clear, and but he was showing me himself in all different forms. That's why I'm like, okay, I need a photo because it's like he didn't know he was a cat.
No, this is what we say all the time. I'm like, he doesn't know he's a cat. He's uncomfortable in that body.
You're lying. I'm not a cat.
I'm not a kitty. I'm not a cat.
No.
But he was especially not a cat.
He was so clumsy. He fell off everything. It's just like, it's hilarious. My best friend P is here, and she's that kind of family member of Scandal. Yeah. So anyway, I just wanted
he's my best friend other than Jenny.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he really was.
And tell me your name again.
It's Paityn.
Mm-hmm.
Paityn. Okay, that's right. And it is so funny, Jenny, when it's like he erased the photos, and this is a true story. This happened. This is why I don't take conversations and all that, because it all gets messed up. And he erased the pictures he sent me.
Oh my gosh, he did, because he didn't want to be a cat.
He doesn't want to be a cat, and he will not show me what he looks like. Like,
he was so beautiful, though. I just sent you something.
In a minute. I did see this picture because I did. And the minute I saw it, I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
This is not. I mean, he's not even an animal.
No, what is he?
There's a being in there.
I know. He's my, familiar, he's my something really special that I don't know. Like, I know him.
It's like you had a white stag or a unicorn. I really am not being moved.
Oh my God.
I mean it. But there's also something very, I'm not going to say angry, but he's like not, this was not his idea.
Yeah, no.
It makes me laugh. Like he was being punished. Are you sending me another one?
Yeah, because his personality is just so,
different. He's going to be different in every single picture.
Yes, yeah. He's beautiful, but.
He is gorgeous.
Thank you.
He is, oh yes. See, he erased these pictures.
Yeah.
100% promise you.
Yeah.
I had all of these. I had these, and they are gone.
Yeah.
And I don't erase my emails. Oh my God. Because I remember when you sent these, Jenny, I wanted to talk to you right.
I even asked you. I asked him, can we get in early? I was so anxious.
I would have, if my schedule, so I'm saying, I went, and I actually looked. And I don't do this to everybody. I was like, I need to talk to them right this second.
Oh.
And then nothing came up.
That is so crazy.
I love this. I'm so excited.
I love him too.
He is. And I know he has now, I'm going to say disappeared, correct?
Yes, because we had our whole house burned down from an explosion. And we spent the whole time before we got out with just a poncho on looking for him, and he wasn't in any of the spots and that he normally is. It's like he was not there. And it's the weird thing. He got out. Okay, everyone says that, so I don't.
He got out. No, he was long gone.
Okay.
He got out. He was, okay, so just so you know.
Okay.
He was told, and air quotes on all of this. He was told before that there was even the explosion to leave.
Yes, yeah, I have a feeling because he's the one that gave me the intuition. I was in the bathtub taking a bath.
Jenny.
The explosion was in the bath bathroom closet with a propane tank.
What?
I got out of the bathtub because I went, something's wrong. Something's wrong. And I got out without even getting a towel and ran up.
Oh my.
My partner was saying, something's wrong. We should both had the intuition, and it exploded 60 seconds later.
You would have been killed.
Yeah, they said I would have been decapitated. Yeah. It's like, it's
That's
kind of...
why he was with you.
I know.
I'm telling you. Wow. Holy shit. How long ago? A year ago?
This was in January.
Just happened.
Yeah.
He was out the door. He got out.
Yeah.
Was he an indoor-outdoor kitty?
He was both, but he loved outdoors.
But he wasn't allowed out at night, so I don't know how he got out. But I got freaked
He
out
got
because
out.
Yeah, he got out.
I saw these orange lights outside.
I saw him in my, I'm an intuitive, so that sounds really
I know, I
cheesy.
can tell.
But I saw him on the roof somewhere because I think I don't know if I heard it or just saw him and went, how'd he get on the roof? It's almost like he was trying to tell me get out.
He's the one that told you, well, so someone told him to get out.
Yeah.
And that same, it's either him or that same someone, and I love that they're telling me there's someone. That same someone also told you, get out of the bath now.
Yeah, and I saw my brother who passed this last year, and I was like, why are you in here, you pervert? Because I can talk to him sometimes. And
I love it. I do this, yeah.
yeah, and all of a sudden I'm like, uh-oh, he's here for a reason. I need to get out of here.
Yep.
And, yeah.
And God love him, he's so not a pervert. Although I have had things in my rooms that I've been like, oh, no.
Yeah,
Out.
yeah. There's,
Get out.
yeah, I have that feeling too sometimes. I was
Yep.
teasing
At
with
my
him. But.
brother's house, there was the creepiest guy, and he was always in the bathroom. And when I finally told my brothers, his wife was like, "Oh yeah, this house, the house before it that we tore down, the man died in it."
Oh.
Yeah, in my bathroom. And he's not there anymore.
Yeah, you have to
So,
tell
but
him to
this
go.
Scandal. Scandal is so not his name.
No, it's not.
No. It's almost like when I ask him what his name is, it is a word I cannot.
Okay, is it this one?
pronounce.
Is it Etzko?
Say that again.
It's ETZGO. It means, in Cherokee, it means owl.
That's it.
Etzko.
Owl? Is that what you said?
Owl, like the animal.
Yep, that's him.
Okay, Etzko. Because that's what we used to call him when we went outside. We'd go, Etzko. Yeah.
That's him.
Oh,
What language
first
is
name.
that?
it's Cherokee.
Oh, that's why. Yes. So listen, in the picture, not up the ladder, but the other one, and I said there is something else in there. Native American.
Oh, okay. So which?
That's Native American. You are intuitive.
Okay.
Oh, there's another one. Oh, he is a shapeshifter. I knew he was a shapeshifter.
Yeah, he would appear all of a sudden. It's the craziest mystical cat.
He's like, so now the ladder one, I'm looking at the one on the ladder, now he's all cute.
Yeah.
Sweet, and like, okay, I'll be like Snoopy on his doghouse. Swear, that's literally like, he loved it. It's like, if he was a human, well, I would tell him he's a shapeshifter. Look at that tail. This cat is gorgeous. Oh,
He is, yeah.
He says to me, I am not a cat.
No, he's
Now,
not.
I'm going to tell you this, and this is interesting.
Okay.
And I think you already have this feeling. Even though he got out, I can't place him. Like, he is not with another family.
Is he on his? Okay, so here's the weird thing.
Okay.
My best friend said I always see him going. There's a lot of alien activity where we lived in New Mexico, like a lot. We have a lot of pictures.
Got it,
Yeah.
Is that where you are? You're in New Mexico?
Well, we're not anymore. We're in the desert in California, but that's where we lived, on a ranch in New Mexico, and it had some really weird energies that we kind of tried to integrate with the whole time we lived there, but the energy was too much there. We had so much phenomena that it was just, you know what?
I have done it.
It was initiation.
I have it too, and it's very disruptive.
Yeah, it is. We were manic. We were just scattered. It was just kind of crazy 2 years, but we really tried. We were stubborn until it blew up. So
One went, yep.
He's definitely a teacher of ours. And I think he was trying to teach us instinct or something, but he was, I know him from somewhere, and I don't know where.
From an old, I'm just pulling, do you hear that? He's knocking everything off in my
That's
office.
what he does.
Everything is falling.
Okay, he jumped on me a week before this, exactly a week. He jumped from a very high place onto my leg, but he's never done that, and scratched it so hard that I have a red scar, permanent. And I know he did it on purpose, yeah.
That's on purpose?
Yeah.
Okay, yep, and then I love your room. Him looking up in that picture?
That's Paityn's favorite, yeah.
Yep, and those dilated eyes, that is him saying he's in conversation.
Oh, wow.
He communicated all the time with his and he calls them, so just, the others.
Oh.
It gives me chills because there is something called the others, and it is very, very alien.
Okay, so here's...
Called the others.
This is the craziest thing, but our friend we had friends staying with us for 2 weeks. They left the day before this happened, and I'm so grateful because one of them was elderly and she wouldn't have made it. But one of them said, I had a dream, you guys, and don't worry, Scandal's going to be okay. He knows the others.
Oh, my God.
I can't believe you just said that. I'm freaking out.
Don't you love that? That's what I love. He's talking to the others, and he wants you to know that's why I said he's not with, he didn't go to somebody's house and get adopted. He's with the others.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew it.
And they are all different shape forms. Okay, so one of the, and I laugh because I had the same conversation with somebody earlier where I'm like, if you knew me, and no one would think that I believe,
I know.
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
I knew it.
Yeah.
But I am telling you, when I saw Men in Black the very first time, I was like, oh, this is a documentary.
It is.
This is somebody who knows that this is happening, and they wrote a fiction movie.
That's what happens. That's what Encounters with the Third Kind is too. It's all.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all to kind of give us little snippets.
Here.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
They're here, and I've actually been lucky enough to communicate directly with them through some people. It's such a long story, I won't go into it. I have had I call it a ship. I had something land in the field across from my house.
Oh my
This
God.
is 11 years ago. I've never forgotten it. 3 other people, and I live in Steamboat Springs in Colorado. 3 other people all had the exact same experience, and they are all like, wow, that was a weird, moon thing. I'm like, that wasn't...
That was not the moon.
That was a visitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but they shapeshift. And so...
Yeah.
Scandal, well...
Etzko.
It is Etzko, which I have such huge chills, because when I say Etzko, he says, you're close, but the reason you can't, I love him, you can't get my name, is his real name is in tone. It's music. It's like, I know, it's literally, I hear all this clicking with a high pitch.
You said this yesterday.
Yeah.
That's his name.
I'm freaking out. My partner is a sound freak. She has every amplifier and boom, whatever it is, and she only listens. She actually builds music does sounds all day.
That's why Etzko, that is part of the connection, was the sound was, it's like so this is, I'm going to give you, he got lost. This is how you got him.
Okay.
He got separated from the others. Maybe on purpose, he might have had to do something, but all I know is he got lost, and that finding you guys was the closest. I am dying right now. I feel like
To alien.
I swear to God. I'm like, if anyone could hear me, they'd be like, okay, yeah, she's as weird as we thought.
Yeah, but we are the weirdest,
I
so.
swear to God, I feel like I'm telling you the story of E.T.
Yeah, that's how it is for us. Yeah.
Okay, because, and there's a reason we all cried at the end of E.T.
Yeah.
Because it was very believable.
Yeah.
And you've had an E.T. experience.
Yeah.
And did he come to you because this was written in the stars, your experience? Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
I 100% believe that they can see into our futures. I believe, and it's happening right now in the world, I believe that they are desperately trying to, and I have air quotes around this, interfere with human activity so we don't self-destruct.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
And that you were a big part of this, that they knew, but he knew that they could see this coming in the future, and they knew they had to stop it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And that was you getting out of the bath, and they told you. It was the others.
Oh, wow.
Get out of the bath.
Wow.
I'm like, you might be my favorite people.
Outside, right before, I saw these orange and yellow lights, and we lived totally off grid, where it was completely pitch black, and there's no lights.
And it was a new moon.
That should be out.
And she saw orange lights. That's why she was coming down the stairs when I was going up. And it was weird because we both were saying, what's wrong? And we both said, where's the cat? And I'll tell you that we're both Pisces, and he has a Pisces glyph on his head. A perfect Pisces glyph. I was in the hospital. Yeah, I was in the hospital for a week, and P kind of talked me into going to the shelter to get an animal when I was, kind of incapacitated.
Yeah, she couldn't say no, and it was on the way home, so I stopped by the animal shelter.
So, and I went, no. I looked at all the cats, and then I saw him, and we met eyes, and I go, him. And, it was like instantaneous. I thought maybe that his soul, whatever it was, joined him at that moment.
You found him? Was at a shelter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly, I knew it. Because he's like, I got separated. Like, I love the way he's talking. Although, if I could really do it, it is all sound. He is not communicating. I am interpreting. He is trying to, I love this. Wait till you guys hear this. He's dumbing down so that we understand.
That he did that all the time for us.
And he was a con cat. He conned me all the time.
Yeah.
He ran cons on me. He loved it.
So this is this other really weird part of this reading where he's like, I get that you have to give me a gender, but there is no gender.
That's awesome.
I love when they come in because it is so
pure,
beyond our capacity of understanding.
That's part of our theory that we're writing. We're both psychotherapists, but we got more into the spiritual aspect, and so we're doing psychospiritual shamanic work and stuff. And our whole thing was there's no gender, and because P went through being a trans before, and so it's like that's us. He was like confirming, yeah.
Oh my God, you guys! This is so this is the other piece coming through about even that part of what you're doing, and that's so great transitioning into is that although he has gone back. That's 100% what I feel.
Yeah.
Is that, but there, how do I explain what he's saying? You cannot be separate. You still hear him all the time.
Yeah. Yes, we do. But to get us to, we have mourned this more than I mourned my brother. Like, I can't explain to you that I haven't felt a loss like this in a really long time. We have been devastated. I'd trade everything in that house for him back. And I know that's not going to happen. But I just wanted to make sure that he knew that we were always asking, about him, missed him.
He's with you. He hasn't missed a second. I'm asking him to describe to me what happened and where he went, because I see him getting out of the house. I just see him and it's weird. It's like he just scooted. It's like the door was ajar.
Yeah, it might have been.
Okay, the door was ajar, and he just slithered out, and then I swear I see a flash of light. Now I will tell you, when animals cross over, real animals, which I love being able to say that, but when I work with a real animal that's crossed over, oftentimes if it's a lost animal and I see the flash of light, that is the message of I've crossed.
Right.
But with him, and for hand to God, I'm like, oh, I think I see a flash of light, they zapped him back up.
That is what my partner painted that. Him getting in a spaceship. She painted that. I'm going to send it to you because she literally painted him. Yeah, she was always chasing him and he was totally conning her. And he would totally, literally, he was so mean to her. He would have her chase him on roofs. And just, it was, I mean, he's hilarious.
I'm like really dumb and he's really smart, and so it's really funny.
She's not dumb.
So funny. This is so absolutely totally playing with you.
Yeah.
And the whole point was to get you out of your shell.
Yeah.
And to make you have to do shit that you pissed you off.
That is the best.
Because he needed you to start to play.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because you get very serious and
Yeah.
Very.
focused.
Yeah.
And he was like, I almost feel like I'm watching a movie, but it's like you on a roof.
Yes.
Like,
Like so many times. So many times.
Oh yeah, he was totally. It was all part of this like. Well,
Con.
I'm gonna be stuck here. So excuse my French. This is not me. He's like, well, I guess if I'm gonna be stuck here, I get to fuck with them too.
Yes, totally is true.
Like, yeah, he's like this cross between kind of E.T. He's so not E.T. E.T. was so sweet and like phone home and
Yeah.
no way, not Esco. He was like, if I'm gonna be trapped in this human being world, lost. I swear to God, it's like he got left behind.
Yeah.
And it was his fault. He is a total. I get that in his. See, this is where we don't have the language. I was going to say tribe, and that's not right. Village, that's not right. They're pod within the others. He's
yours.
Always been the one that like gets lost, gets in trouble. He's always, they're like, I guess almost like they shrugged their shoulders and they were like, well, you're the one that got lost, and they laughed.
This is really crazy because you said pod, and okay, P is kind of an alien. And what she does is build these small, tiny rooms and closets and says, I gotta go to my pod now.
Oh my God.
I'm freaking out that you said that pod. Like, that is out of this world. It's like Mork from York. Like, it's like, that's what she thinks she's from.
It is true.
It's true. It's true. And he's from that same
I love
place.
that green eye in that picture. That is so cool.
Oh, thank you. Do you see the little black and white cat driving that spaceship?
I sure as heck do. Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why all of this has been, you guys have been dead on with your connections and the messages you've been getting.
Yeah.
And that, I mean, this is, even the fact that he's got that tail and then that body, it's like they pieced together a cat body.
He's like huge, and he's so rare. He's a Turkish van, which is like the rarest cat, and it's just really odd. They're like $3,000. We got him for $25.
Isn't that amazing?
And he was just he chose us, like he found us.
You know why?
What?
You want to hear the weirdest thing?
Yeah.
I never get to see things like this. I'm having the most fun. When other people came to the shelter, he would, I swear, hand to God, he would shapeshift into something gross, or he would like hiss and like,
His name is
and,
Himalayan.
act like he was gonna, or he would, oh God, he was showing me all sorts of cat things.
His
And,
name
like,
was
he
Himalayan.
was
Oh, it doesn't
moving,
matter. Yeah.
And then you walked in.
It's because he was white.
And he showed this gloriously beautiful body.
He is incredible.
And he went home with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was it 3 years you had him?
He turned 3 this month. But
Oh,
we
it was-
it would have
okay,
it would have
that's
been
great.
it would have been 2 years in July. He was a year
Okay,
old.
so that's why, because he said he was trapped in a cat body for 3 years.
Yes, he was. Yeah.
Uh-huh. And the longest 3 years of the world. They
He's-
don't have age either.
No, and he fell off everything. He'd fall off beams. He'd fall off everything, and he'd get hurt. And I'm like, you can't climb up there. You're not graceful.
He didn't get it. He
No.
hated. I swear they punished him. I'm like halfway, like, they punished him.
That is so funny.
He went against or direct, and it's not even orders. This is so frustrating because he's like, I know you don't have the words, like, because it all sounds and clicks.
Yeah.
But he went against his duty.
Yeah.
They went exploring, and they were
That's what he does.
upset, and they left.
That's what he does.
He
That's-
had to shapeshift.
That's what he does, though. He explores. He
Oh, absolutely.
he would chase off coyotes. They were scared of him.
Who was scared of him?
Coyotes at the ranch.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Tell him about the badger.
I just had to. I'm telling him, look, you're in a cat body. I'm gonna keep calling you a kitty. You're just gonna have to be okay with
Yeah,
that.
you have to deal.
Because he is one of the other, but he's not anymore. He is this. I can't even say glorious. He's giant.
Yeah.
Huge. And I can't even describe the energy. Like, but I want you to hear something.
Okay.
I love him. He wants you to know that you have now become a part of his pod. And that he is always and forever watching out over you. Always and forever. His energy will always come and watch for you. No matter where you go, no matter what you choose to do, he'll always be watching over you. Because I think they have a very, very serious job at hand.
Oh, wow.
Like, I believe that he is in the midst of I do believe that they are frantically
Trying to get our attention.
to save us.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, because if we go, they go.
Yeah.
That's the problem, is that...
Because the idiots on our planet are ruining it. Yeah.
Oh, and from what I understand, there's 89 different, it might be 189 different species of these beings. And some of them are very, 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 very dark.
Yeah,
And
that's
they're
true.
very intent on destruction.
Yeah.
So there's this great war going on that none of us are even,
I think there's walk-ins. I think there's walk-ins in the government.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'm like, this is why I'm like, I can't ever speak my true political views because they're all being controlled.
It's the one world order thing, yeah.
Say that again?
It's that one world order thing where they just want to control
100%.
everything. Yeah.
100%. And I believe Hollywood is
Totally in it. Totally in it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. And this whole children trafficking stuff, there's this part of me that I just feel like there's a lot of harvesting going on.
Oh, harvesting. Yes, totally.
Now, and so one of my biggest readings, gosh, and I'm going back, I bet 10, 15 years ago, I had a woman in hypnosis for a regression, and this alien being came through her.
Yeah.
And she was very aware of it, that this being told us about this 12 years ago, that, oh my God, 12 years from now, it is the entire world. I actually was like, oh my God, is the world ending? I was so panicked. And they were like, not if we can help it.
Right.
We will be infiltrating the Pentagon. She knew about the planes hitting. She knew all this stuff.
Wow.
But he said, so that they're breeding with, and I hate to...
Yeah, they are. They're hybriding,
They're breeding with humans.
Yeah.
And I asked why. I'm like, so why? And they said, the one thing that they don't have is human sensation or emotion. And it all started with them being like, they don't know how to feel.
No, they don't have the hearts. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So Exco comes to you and it has these 2 years of love, and this is what love is. I feel the opposite happened. It's like he came to you and you taught him what it felt like to feel. Oh, his heart. Like, I feel like all of a sudden he has this new thing in his being that if he was human, it would be a heart.
Oh.
That's what he's telling me.
Oh, I love him.
Yeah, like you gave him a heart, and that's been this whole point that this being that I talked with before, that they were like, if the problem is that the Earth is the central piece of their system.
Oh.
That if the Earth goes, it'll be catastrophic.
Yeah.
Catastrophic.
And to the other planets. And to the other planets,
all
too.
the other planets, they cannot, it's unsustainable without the Earth.
Yeah.
We are the central energetic force. It's why all the planets that we can see, and there's millions of them, but they orbit around the Earth for a reason. We are magnetized.
Yeah, because we have the magnetic layer.
We have the magnetic layer. They need us to survive. So there's this whole, I cannot tell you how thrilled I am that obviously there's not many people you can have this conversation with.
I know. It's so fun to meet someone that you can.
It is so fun, and it should be something that this is the beginning. So this is coming through now through ESCO, is that he's saying, ladies, this is the beginning of normal conversation.
Yeah.
And that 50. This is so weird. 57 years from now, which will be out of my lifetime.
Yeah.
This will be normal.
For sure.
They'll be like, this will just be conversation.
Yeah. And I think that the more conscious that we work on getting everybody, that consciousness is going to raise the vibration level to where there's going to be a very bottom, and then that's going to raise the consciousness to save this planet.
That's why they're coming.
Yeah.
And that's why they're choosing certain people like you guys to start raising the consciousness. And the fact that who we've never met before, but we're not strangers to each other.
No.
It's why we can have this conversation without it being weird.
Honestly, it was comfortable as soon as I said hi.
I know. I felt like I was like, oh, Jenny.
That's so awesome. Oh, I love that so much. Yeah.
I know that we're in the future, so this is the other weird piece. I know we're already in the future.
Yeah.
And we're using ourselves, so we're having to adjust who we are now to get there.
Oh, we have gone through a transformation where we went through initiation where we had every single parasite you can imagine all of a sudden in one bam shoot, and we were sick for like 2 years, and I'm like, this is something really strange. And
heck yeah.
We're better now, but I mean, we went through transformations that's still going on, that's brutal. And yet you can't look back, you can't, and I know he was part of that.
It's shifting the human body.
It's changing the DNA for the better. I think that we got an upgrade.
Oh, I love that you just said that. Something in the past 2 years, it's been the weirdest thing in readings. I keep saying that certain people, their readings come through, and I keep saying you're upgrading and up-leveling.
That's crazy.
There's an up-leveling happening, and that's the physical, that's all of this. I mean, I also live in this, I have no idea, brain, like I never know anything.
No, that's the best place to be.
You get to know everything.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I loved knowing, and now I'm like, I don't know shit.
Brain. I know nothing. And, anyway, so because when you know nothing, you know everything. You have access to everything.
That's right.
So this immunity, I am 100% a believer, because I'm like 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. Because it is 100% the fear of killing everyone. All of my friends and my family who are not afraid of it, nobody's gotten it.
No, it's the fear that makes you susceptible.
Exactly. And so, but there's all of this stuff going on, and why ESCO found you guys kind of, it almost by accident, but not by accident, because he knew this was all coming.
Yeah.
You guys, this whole psycho-spiritual therapy is the wave of, obviously, the future.
Yeah.
In my coaching practice, I have so many therapists shifting over to, and I have air quotes, coaching, because they're all having identity crisis about not being able to really help people.
Yeah, because I wasn't allowed to use intuition with the California code. Yeah.
Exactly. I was applying, when I got out of school with my psych degree, I was applying to major in become a therapist. And I woke up in the middle of the night with a voice saying, don't you ever get your license. And I dropped out of college with one class left.
Whoa.
I know. After 5 years of college, oh my God, I was crazy.
We did, yeah, good for you.
Well, it didn't. It sounds easier now. Back then, it was all a chaotic mess, and all of the. I didn't know at the time what was happening to me, because it was. I could not do what I do today if I had gotten that license.
That's
I
right.
lost what I do.
Yeah, I had almost all my hours, and in California, you need 3,000, and I had 2,500, and I was like, I can't do this anymore. Yeah, it was hard.
You needed those 2,500. You needed all that, right?
You have to have it in order to get licensed. You have to have 3,000, but I stopped at 2,500 and moved.
This is what I mean.
I know what you mean for education.
You needed to have the foundation because moving into what you're going to be doing and holding you're going to need the foundation to guide people, especially in their trauma and what this is going to bring up all the psychotrauma.
It's so funny because we're both trauma specialists.
That is okay. I'm dying because I'm like, wow, your whole reading, and I know that he's switched it to you guys on purpose, but it's all about, and I know you know this. This is so wild. I feel like I know you so well.
I'm so glad
You know the people that just fly they like put out their shingles, but they have no business at all.
Yes. That's my fear of. I'm in terrible fear that we are like that, and we're not. But it's like that's my fear of being a fraud.
If you were a fraud, you wouldn't have the fear of being a fraud.
I know that's true.
But that's what we all have. I always laugh about imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
To this day, I've been doing this forever. To this day am like, oh my God, do I know what I'm doing?
Yeah. That's the best though. It's the mystery.
Of course. And the people who have, it's like narcissists. When I have a client say to me, am I the narcissist? I'm like, no. Because you couldn't ask that question if you were the narcissist.
Yeah, that's another
You just can't.
buzzword.
So for you guys, I love that you keep sending pictures.
I'm sorry, but I just want to just show you P and I.
Now I can get faces. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Okay, I'll stop now.
Oh no, I love it. You guys, so he is like, look at this cat. He is so not a cat.
He's
So
so
mad.
not a cat. That's all we used to say. He's not a cat.
Oh, he is not a cat. And he came, and so I know that this energy of watching over you, it's not like he's your guardian. It's weird. He's like, I ain't no angel.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's gone. But it's like he can see you. He can make sure. It's like he's going to make sure that your path is clear. Ooh, I love.
Okay, this is the deal. We have on our site, we have a phrase that says from Carl Jung, because we're Jungian, and it says are you?
Yes.
Oh my God.
I know. I'm dying.
Okay, so our quote is, if your path is clear, it's probably somebody else's.
Oh my God, I love it.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I love that.
It's true.
You are Jungian.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
We are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm that and Joseph Campbell's Hero's
Yeah.
Journey.
Yeah.
It's
Very
like,
modern.
it's my, yeah. And my original studies, when I decided to shift into like, oh, I need to do something, with coaching was with Debbie Ford. And
She's amazing.
Yep. She was the most amazing person, and she was all Jungian psychology.
No,
that
she's
she
amazing.
did
I've seen her
coaching
speak.
program.
Yeah, I've seen her speak before.
She was amazing. She's died, but not really.
No one dies.
No one dies. And when I take people through her series that I have called Radical Reinvention, she comes in and coaches them, and she's me. And so I'm so sorry.
Okay.
When I say to people, you're really not going to like what I'm about to say. I apologize.
But you have to say it. You have to say it.
Say again.
You have to say it.
You have to say it. Someone just said that's a form of gaslighting. I'm like, well, whatever. There's something new about, like, if you say to someone, you're not going to like what I have to say, you're gaslighting them.
No.
I'm like, well, I don't know if I'm gaslighting them. It's Debbie Ford, so take it up with her.
Yeah, and you know what happens? I don't know if you know who Marion Woodman is, but
No.
okay, she's one of our favorite Jungians, and she died last year, but at like 90-something years old. She's got tons of books out, The Pregnant Virgin and Conscious Femininity, and videos and stuff, Dancing in the Flames, and she talks in my ear all the time.
See?
Yeah.
I love it. Don't you love it?
And I'm always like, okay, Marion, and she's mean too.
Yeah. Oh, they're mean. Oh, no.
Oh,
they're
they are
mean.
stern.
I think the greatest masters are mean.
They are. They have to be.
They don't have 5 minutes to waste. Carolyn Mays is the same way.
She is so like that. Oh my God. I make fun of her. I'm like, listen, girls, you're not intuitive, okay? Like,
I love I love it.
She's hilarious.
Because it's real and it's
Yeah.
integrity. And I now study with Martha Beck.
I know. I've heard that.
Would love. And she's nice. There's not a mean bone in her body. But, okay, but I knew it. I knew we were going to go off on these.
Yeah. Yeah.
His whole thing for both of you, is that your path from here, it's funny though that he said your path is clear.
That's so awesome.
Now, it's not easy.
No, it's not.
But he is going to clear the way because you have a lot of adversity coming up.
Yeah, we do right now.
You do. You have a lot of adversity, and it's all a story. It's all
A story, exactly.
Yep. And when you show up in your integrity of like, I keep shrugging my shoulders like, follow or don't follow. It doesn't matter. That's so alien talk.
Yeah.
Follow or don't follow.
Yeah.
It's that, choose your path. Here's part of it. If you want to walk it. But he's saying don't get so caught up in, because he says there was a lot of pain in the house. Like a lot of society pain. Like the two of you feel society pain a lot.
Yeah, we do.
Is that true?
It is true. That's why we moved off grid. We had a lot of, such adversity that we were, our lives were tried to be taken and several times, and it's because we refuse to be controlled anymore by some people that think they're powerful. So.
By society, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that in family?
Yes.
Yeah, I see a lot of family dominance and a lot of.
Both of us. Yeah.
Oh, my chest gets tight. The anxiety comes in.
That's P. Yeah.
Having just the shame and the judgment and all that, all of it's story.
It is, and it's not real, and we know that now, but it took us a while.
Painful.
Yeah.
Do you guys know that Martha Beck went through that same thing?
No.
So Martha Beck was Mormon. Do you know her story at all?
Oh my gosh, P grew up Pentecostal, like in a cult.
Oh, see?
You need to read Martha Beck, yeah.
So she left the Mormon church after, her story is great. She has a new podcast with Oprah Winfrey, and a lot of her real story comes out because, she was married, she was gay, her husband was gay.
Whoa.
Because they were Mormon, they couldn't admit it or tell anybody. And her whole journey, she was very, very, very sick, autoimmune, because she was living a lie.
That's right.
And when she decided to tell the truth, and that's all she does now, she only ever tells the truth.
Yeah.
She will not lie.
That's my mission. Yeah, that's my mission here.
Yep, that's me too. It's the year of integrity. They tried to kill her.
Yeah.
To this day, they come after her.
Yeah.
And yet she knows, like, she's in this space of like, but I am totally protected.
Totally. That's how we are. I go, we're held. You can't kill us.
And that's Expo.
Oh.
That's Expo. Yeah. And I believe that because he got lost and he, came and found you, and now you're part of the change, and the change is happening.
It sure is, and I hope to be a part of it.
Happening.
Yeah. The veil is thinning.
And my daughter is turning 18, and I love her because I have this kid that I get to raise in a world where she is like, she's gender fluid, and she's funny because she's pansexual. She's like, Mom, I'm not bisexual. I'm like totally pansexual.
I love that. Oh my God.
Sex. She's in this, like, we get to have these awesome conversations all the time.
That is incredible.
But I love it because I get to raise this kid. She makes a lot of my friends uncomfortable. My family.
Oh yeah.
We don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Like, we don't fucking give a shit.
That is the best.
But I'm so lucky. I'm way more lucky than she is because she is the one. She was just born this way. Like I had nothing to do.
And
with
she
it.
is being who she is being to be.
Yeah. She's born courageous, and she was
Right.
born already knowing all this stuff, and all these kids know this stuff, and
They are a different consciousness. Yeah, they're a different consciousness. I have a 22-year-old son. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, my son is like that way. Yeah.
You two, they need guides.
Yeah.
All troubled. My kid has. I'm lucky enough that I did find her a great therapist that's able to be like, fuck yeah, you're pan. I told him I'm pan spiritual, and she's. I did. I'm like, I'm pan spiritual.
I'm gonna use that.
I love every religion, all of them.
I do too. Yeah.
So I always joke about it, but we need people like you because all this new consciousness needs guides. We're leveling up.
That's all I've ever wanted to be. That's awesome.
And I just believe that the message you're being given and being led to is that, I mean, kind of like how your house blew off, the roof blew off.
Yeah, it did.
I know, I can feel it.
Yeah.
It's because metaphorically, that's what you're doing for the world. It's time to blow the roof off this place.
Purify.
And it's scary.
Huh? It is scary. It is scary. Yeah, that's true, P. I always have this vision of the Catholic Church, that dome on St. Peter's Basilica. I have a picture of it doing like a Pac-Man move where it opens up, and then all the dirt and grime and like lies come out, and it's going to be vacated. And so when you said roof blew off, I'm like, yeah, that's got two meanings, huh?
Oh my God! If you ever write a book, I really.
We're doing that right now. We're doing that right now.
Blowing the roof off, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah. And with our families too.
And that's both of your journeys from being children to now, and all of the trauma and all of the horror.
Yeah.
Because why? You were blowing the roof off.
Yeah, that's true, babe.
I swear to God, there's a memoir.
We're writing it right now. We're writing it right now, but I think it would have to be like 5 volumes because of the stuff that we've gone through. It's almost like we don't know where to start. But we are writing it. Yeah.
Because even if you just start in the middle, you bring in the beginning, you bring in the end, then you go back to the middle, then you go back. Those are the best memoirs.
Yeah. That's what I just discussed with my friend today. That's crazy. Okay.
Oh, it's not crazy. Of course it came up because this is how these readings go. Like,
It's
everything you need to hear is going to get crammed into these readings.
Okay, so.
Like, I feel like sometimes I get off these calls, I feel like, oh my God, I just threw a whole kitchen sink in.
I love it, though. I love it because then we can review it together. But, do you know an Autumn? That's not your daughter's name, right?
Her name is Rowan.
Oh, that's such a cool name. Oh my God, that's the best.
And it's rare, and this is I don't know the myth. It's like the elves and the fairies. You're gonna love this. They made it with cats, and they became Maine Coon.
Okay, he's half Maine Coon.
I can tell.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I've been looking for.
Oh, you are my soul cat.
That's what I've been looking for, Maine Coon.
And so we're trying to decide if in the future we want to get, Maine Coon.
The
But
Maine Coon is the number one. I'm telling you, they are magic, and they are I've had 2 now.
oh my God, you have.
I've had 2. One of them was crashed on.
Oh.
And they have been the most magnificent. We're gonna have to find each other on Facebook. Or something.
We absolutely will. He's on Facebook. I'm not, but I'm on Instagram. But that is crazy that you have Maine Coons.
Because of the pictures. Because I love all that. But so the Maine Coon, there's a magical system. His breed is a magic. What was his breed again?
He's Turkish Van and Maine Coon.
Okay, see? Well, and he needed to be special, or you two, because he says you're snobs. I love it.
We totally are
Yeah.
because we've never owned a cat.
No, we are snobs. I'm a snob.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, but I know now.
We've never owned a cat before.
Oh, God, stop it.
Never.
Who's your first cat?
Yeah, we were literally. We were as clumsy as
We
he was.
put him on a leash because we didn't know any better.
Yeah, we put him on a leash, and he was cool with that. We put him on walks every day.
That's the Maine Coon. I mean,
Yeah.
if we go
Yeah.
back, if we make him have to be a cat for just 5 seconds, I'm promising him just 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's the Maine Coon. They're like having a dog.
Yeah, I love them, and I feel too guilty like getting another cat, and I just want it to be his spirit, and I have a feeling it's not going to be.
It's not going to be his spirit. it. So
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you right off the bat. Don't go looking for him.
Okay.
You
Okay.
can't replace magic.
No, I know, and we used to call him Magic Cat. That's what we told everyone. We lost our Magic Cat. Yeah.
You did. You lost your unicorn. But you didn't lose him. You didn't. He's
Okay.
like, no,
I
you
see him all the
didn't. No,
time.
You didn't. You can't lose. Oh, I love him. He's like, none of us can lose anything, period,
Oh.
number one. Because he's like, but you can't lose him.
You know what's amazing is that we looked for him, and so we didn't grab anything out of our house. We lost absolutely everything we owned looking for him, and you know what? He's right. It just doesn't matter. Stuff does not matter.
And in fact, it blew out all the shit that was keeping you stuck.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Okay, wait, there's something coming up about that, losing all of that. Oh, did you end up getting a great settlement?
We just now, after all these months, got the money for the structure.
That's it?
Yeah, so far, because they're being real dicks.
Are you suing the propane company?
They are, like State Farm will. And then,
Okay, you're going to come out with money.
okay, so I've been told that before, and that's so strange because I'm not after money. I just want to get compensated for what I paid for on the policy. But,
But
like,
you also want to have money.
Yeah.
Go after money.
Okay,
Listen to
all right.
me. See, this is where I'm like, I know that you've got a heart of gold and that you believe in karma and, you know, all that stuff. Also, they owe you money.
yeah, they do.
That's. I had another client who, this is 22 years ago, 25 now. Their propane, I won't go into her whole story, but she died. Their propane tank blew. She got herself and her son out. She died and watched them with her son, who also was dying, and then they revived him.
Holy shit.
And when they revived him, she snapped back into her body.
Oh, my God.
And it was like the worst experience of her life, because when she died, it was like her description of it is unbelievable.
I've had a near-death experience, and I can tell you that coming back into the body is awful.
That's what she said too. Okay, so that's what she said. Horrifying.
It's absolutely dense and heavy and awful.
Okay, so so you had a near-death experience?
Yes, I did.
Oh God, I want to talk to you all day long.
I know.
My brother did two years ago, and he's never been the same. And now
Yeah.
he's in ICU, most likely dying.
Oh.
And I think he wants to.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to let my sisters. He won't wake. He just literally will not wake up.
No, because
And I just-
there's several
he doesn't want
exit
it.
points. You know, there's several exit points, and I've actually been brought back twice. P brought me back the last time I was hospitalized for 4 different kinds of seizures for no reason, and they were all spiritual. But she
yeah,
brought me
they
back
were.
with mouth to mouth, and the first thing I said was, "Why'd you bring me back?"
Oh my God, I love that.
Yeah.
Well, because you need it.
Because we
Both
have
of you
stuff
are.
to do.
That's that thing. But see, you're confirming what I've known
Yeah.
for the past week. Is I'm like, he's back where he was, and he is. I mean, I don't blame him.
I know.
I kind of am telling him, and he's like the love of my life brother. But I'm kind of telling him, oh, don't come back. We got it. We can do it.
We took care of my brother too. That's so weird that you're having this, because we took care of my brother last year for 12 weeks, and he's the one that tried to kill us.
No kidding.
And yeah, we went back and took care of him, and he just cried, and he's like, "I love you, and I'm sorry." And now he talks to me every day, because I do media. I do medium work sometimes, and so he.
This is the work ahead. So that's the microcosm of the macrocosm, what you just described.
Okay.
So going back to take care of someone who tried to kill you so that you could save his soul, that's what we are being asked to do for the world.
That's what P
That's
says.
why
That's
I
our
refuse to
work.
have hatred.
That's our work.
I love it.
Yeah.
You see, I swear, it's brought so many kindred spirits out of the closet that I refuse to do hatred. I refuse. I won't hate Trump. I won't hate anybody, because we've got to start healing.
Yeah, I've got to break the multi-generational cycle in these families that our mothers and daughters are fighting and jealous of each other and harming each other, and all the molestation that takes place, because we treated people with sexual trauma, and we both have it, and it's like a sickness that's among this earth that needs to be broken.
Exactly. And if we all keep turning on each other, which is the point. See, I do believe the dark forces,
Yeah.
they've created this whole injustice and the racism and in the politics. It's not, I love it. I'm sorry because I know it's your session, but we are being asked to not get involved.
No,
Like,
we
I
have
don't-
to change. We have to
Dude.
alter the way. You can't fight a giant when you're not one. It's one of those things where you've got to find a third way. And so the people that have come after us, there was one girl that was a sniper, and we ended up listening to her sing a song about her sexual molestation, and totally she transformed. We did it with love.
Yes. Love, love's the only weapon that works.
It's
Love
the
is only
highest
weapon.
energy. Yes.
Yes, love energy. And that, again, EBSCO, that is what I see. He's not an angel. He did not go back to love energy. He is not like,
Yeah.
he is a being.
Yeah, he is, and he's a
not
bad
God.
boy. He's a bad boy.
He is.
Yeah.
He's in trouble up there. Like, up there. Like, I swear he was being punished. I swear. There was this whole energy of, like, he's being punished. I am going to have to send you. I took a photo here where I live, again, years ago. I have the coolest alien aircraft spaceship.
Let's trade
On
photos. Let's trade photos because Peyton's an astrophotographer, and her photos are. You're gonna die when you see these pictures.
I have to send you guys this.
Yes, you do.
No, because it's a diamond-shaped, hexagonal. I was driving. There were no cars. That is so weird. I was like in the twilight zone, and something said, "Stop and look."
Because you were isolated and time stopped for you. But
yeah, and something happened when that happened to me, and I did. I stuck my camera out the window, and I took a photo of what I thought. I thought for sure I was going to get a bear or a moose because I live in the woods.
yeah,
And then days later, I looked at it and I was like, "Holy shit!"
What's your
I
sign?
did not see it.
What's your sign?
Wait, I'm a Gemini.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was raised by Geminis. I knew it. I love it. You're so communicative.
Do you feel anything about Jenny's mom?
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, I have to shift into that.
I'm sorry.
No. I don't ever say sorry. So right away I get a tear. My stomach just clenched.
Yeah,
Like,
mine too. Yeah.
like I felt hands. Like I felt like my throat is now. I have a hand on my throat.
Oh my God! I can't believe you said that. You have no idea what I've been through with the throat. I've had rashes on my throat every day because she's psychically attacking me. Yeah.
She's got my throat in her hand.
Yeah.
But this is what's so
gonna put my
weird
hands on
about
her
this, you
throat.
guys, is that underneath it is this really
Scared little girl.
little girl
Yep.
who, it actually, if she'd been given the chance, would have been such a sweet, but she wasn't. She was born into darkness and hatred, is what she's telling me.
Yeah, and she acts really nice. Everyone thinks she's really nice, but she
No.
is not.
She dresses up in costumes.
Yes, she does.
So what I get is that she's in a costume. Oh, she does not want me talking
No.
about this at all. Like my stomach,
Yeah.
like I got sucker punched in the stomach, and then my throat. She grabbed me by the throat.
That's
and
what
it
she does to
squeezed
me. Yep.
So thanks for bringing that in.
I'm so sorry. I'm
really
so
just
sorry,
kidding.
but I had to
because
kind of
I'm
confirm
really,
it.
honestly,
Thank you,
I
Pete.
have a very dark sense of humor. So, but underneath this,
Yeah.
there's this overwhelming plea for forgiveness, and that when we can forgive her,
Yeah.
we will find total forgiveness. And it isn't forgiveness in terms of, you're forgiven. It's almost like, it's like that forgiveness of compassion, when I'm with her right now, so now she completely when I said the word forgiveness, my entire body released.
Yeah.
She let go of everything. I'm like totally back in, I'm like calm, and I tell her, of course I forgive you. Like everything that you've done has been an act of darkness outside of yourself because you are a child of God.
Yeah.
And when I look at her and I see way deep within her that she is a child of God, and when I tell her that, I feel like she weeps.
Yeah.
She does not believe in love.
She's not. I think that ironically, I think that she wants a mother's nurture that she didn't get, and I'm the only one that can do that.
Ever. And you know, this isn't the kind of thing, and I know I'm preaching to the choir, and you guys are therapists. I know I'm telling you what you already know. It's not about going to her. It's energetically being in the presence of her.
Okay.
And reparenting her energetically.
I just got done reparenting myself.
Say that again.
I just got done reparenting myself.
Stop it. See, that's why. I knew it.
Yeah.
Because it's not fair to ask anyone to reparent their parents. Like, I can see why that would be such a trigger for some people. But actually, now that you've done reparenting yourself and you have become that nurturer and that, you know, that maternal, in entering into that maternal, and I say maternal because it is the feminine love. It is the mother love.
It is, yeah.
And it's just sitting in the presence of your mother. And I see her as she is 6 months old when it started going wrong for her.
Okay, that makes sense.
And to hold her and to tell her.
That's why she repeated it. That's why
pass.
she repeated it to us. Yeah.
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 This will pass. This lifetime is going to hurt, and you will be returned to the light.
Yeah.
But we love you.
Okay.
And that's what we're being asked to do, is to love them anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, oh my God, that was so Jesus.
Yeah.
Love
It was.
them anyway.
It was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so Jesus. I love when Jesus
I love Jesus so much.
He loves Jesus
And
so
Jenny's
much.
Magdalene.
Yeah. He loves Jesus. He loves Jesus so much that they are one.
I love Jesus so much that it brings me to tears.
Yeah.
One of my images of Jesus, I just have to share this with you. I was watching one of those fucking, like, you know, everyone's going to hell, and if you're gay or if you're whatever, right? And Jesus, and I was watching this man. On my life, I saw Jesus appear. I know it was for me, but I saw Jesus appear behind him in a T-shirt that said, "I never said that."
I love that. I love that.
I laugh to this day. Anytime I hear somebody try to quote, you know, and I don't want to pick on Catholics. I know. Was Catholic, but when I hear people spouting this bullshit about all that, you're going to hell, I always think of Jesus shaking his head and going, I didn't fucking say that.
He didn't.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
And I swear to God, I want to get a shirt that says, I never said that.
I think that I'm going to get that for you and send it to you.
I love it. I would go, you're not.
Yes, I would love to do that. That would be the best.
I love you guys. I feel like, obviously, tribe.
Totally. And it's so weird because ever since I was little, I was enamored with Mary Magdalene energy, and I've carried that with me forever. And so, like, I love Jesus, but I love her.
Because we're incarnates of her.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, I have such a Magdalene story for you someday.
Oh, you do?
Oh, yeah.
So this is the problem, and this is a problem. I have another client.
Yeah, I knew you would.
I don't want to go.
I am so appreciative of the extra time that you spent with us.
Oh my God, of course. I swear I wish I had the whole afternoon. I would have been amazing. Thank you for bringing Esco in, number one.
Thank you for bringing him in.
I'm so grateful to get to be on these journeys. But he wants you to know, so before we wrap up, this is the whole point of this call. Your path forward is clear. That does not mean easy. It means do not be afraid.
Okay.
Do not be afraid. Don't let any of the fear keep either one of you, ever,
right,
from moving into what you're being asked to do. Because he will clear the path.
Okay.
It won't be easy, but you will be safe.
Yeah, we're held. Yeah. We're held.
Yeah.
I can tell.
Well,
look at what you've survived. You better get the book written called The Roof Blew Off.
I think that is awesome.
I mean, because that's what you're doing.
Yeah, we are.
That's what you've been asked to do. And I think a lot of us have been asked to do it, but it's time to blow the roof off.
Yeah.
It's time to spread the message.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
We're going to do it together.
Yeah.
I love it. We're going to have to connect again.
Okay,
Yeah.
and we'll do this together,
On some
Megan. It's so good talking to you. Oh, I said we'll do this together.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
I am always here. Thank you for coming into my world.
Thank you so much, and I can't wait to talk again.
I can't either, and all the pods and all of that, but know that you are 100% being watched over.
Thank you, Edsco. Okay,
I love you.
Love you, Megan. Bye.
Bye.
He's your alien type. He's your alien type. That's why he played with you.
He's like, fuck you. That's why Baba Yaga said,
"Pod,
he's a clumsy human like you're a clump.
You guys are both clumsy in your bodies. You're
Yeah.
both fucking fudges.
He's a
That's why you
clumsy cat.
painted fudge with him.
Yeah. That's why, yeah.
Fucking fudge with him, dude.
Yeah. Dude.
We did have to teach him love, though. I remember
Yeah.
being like, why is he not, like, loving on us?
Yeah.
He's all,
But then remember the pets?
no, he could.
Yeah.
No, he loved the feeling.
Yeah.
That was
Remember the way he
that
licked
was
himself?
amazing.
Remember he like...
Get this thing off me.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
That was really the most amazing reading.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so stoked that she told us all that stuff.
Yeah.
Because I knew I wasn't going to feel him again.
Yeah.
But he's here.
Yeah. No, we feel him. He's
But
here.
I mean, like,
Like,
incarnated.
see, yeah.
He doesn't
But
want to be
maybe-
a cat again, and we knew that.
but
I mean,
maybe-
he's not going to be a cat again. He hates cat.
Yeah, but he might come. Anyways.
We have no idea when he'll come because now the door's open.
Yeah. That's
Abuela la
what,
puerta.
Abuela la puerta. The door's a portal.
Yeah.
The fire is a portal.
Fucking A. It's a purity. It's a purification.
Yeah.
It's a purification of all of the crap. And
She-
she's
he-
right. All
he-
of our old stuff is
He
gone.
got out and flashed a light. That was true, dude. I've been drawing that thing forever.
The orange light?
No, the fucking, well.
Oh, the spaceship.
the spaceship, but that orange light was, there was, the,
Yeah.
I
Well,
thought,
the knocking that I heard that you said it
Yeah.
wasn't you, what was that?
yeah,
That was my,
yeah.
and the others. They're the ones.
And Netters had that dream.
I cannot wait to tell her. We have to call her.
Yeah,
I gotta call her.
yeah.
Are you gonna